Okay, I'm struggling with these pages a bit, so I'm going to talk a bit about my thinking process before I call it a night and hit this fresh tomorrow morning. So here's my thumbnails. I had this kind of like interesting idea. I tried to adjust this on the fly. It's not working for me. So let's talk a bit about conversation beats. I try to use minimal words, so I'm not having like paragraph after paragraph of verbiage, and I try to have a rhythm to wording so that every page in all by itself and every two pages together, the way I describe it is try to end on a period. So if someone asks a question, where is John? And then after that, you have a bunch more sentences, then where is John's going to feel less important. Where's John? However, if where is John is the last sentence on the page, where is John is going to have a lot more of a pregnant pause to it. It's an important question. So what I was thinking was I'd fill this up and then I'd have a few more exchanges between them. Instead, what I think I'm going to do is kind of like in my thumbnail, I'm going to have like a bigger view of this kind of like giant machine. So it'll kind of like make a cooler visual effect up there. And then instead of having all this space down here, these guys are going to come down, and where is John's going to be the last statement on this page, emphasizing that this is an important question. But another way of thinking it is if you turn the page, that's going to be like a big explosion. Whereas John turned the page, boom! Oh, there's someone. There's something new. So I always like to design in two pages at a time. That way, I can try to think about my rhythm, and I want. But if there's no hard and fast rule for it, so I don't think you can actually nail it down to a science, but you basically want by the end of this page and by the end of this page to have completed an idea. You don't want to have someone hanging in the middle of a sentence and then cut off and then continue the sentence on the next page. Try to close the thought on that page. What's also nice about that is that keeps you moving a little bit. If you have one big idea of what's going on and you get that expressed, then that sort of that stops you from stretching the idea out way too long, much longer than it needs to be. Get to the point.